Are you a new manager that's been brought in with a mandate for change? It could be to implement a new project, to replace an old technology, or even to turn a team around. Did you know that there's probably a strong likelihood that you might be being set up to fail before you even begin? So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to share with you things that you can do to actually stack the odds in your favour that your change agenda will work out. Or if you're the hiring manager that's actually bringing someone on board to create change, that you're taking the right steps to make sure that everyone's brought in and the chance of probability are much greater. My name's Garin, I'm an organisation development consultant, and we regularly work with managers at all levels with big change agendas to make sure that they have the right approach to ensure that their change projects work out. So often what happens with the new manager that comes in is they're actually set up to fail, and often the responsibility begins with the hiring manager, which is quite surprising. It's often the manager that takes the responsibility for the change not working out. So what happens is the hiring manager doesn't do the work up front to prepare the ground for the new arrival and to make sure that people are bought into their change agenda. So what that looks like is they need to bring the people who are going to be affected by the change to them and actually walk them through what this new change will mean for them. So how it affects their workload, how they prioritise, how resources are allocated, all those kind of things. So that people have a real appreciation. You know, it's very likely they agree with bringing a new technology in, so they're cognitively bought in, but they're not emotionally bought in. And that's the bit that often creates the friction in change as well. So what you're looking to do as the hiring manager is you're looking to get people's informed consent, which is really the holy grail of change management. So what it means basically is that people really understand the consequences of what's going to happen, and they agree with it and they support it as well up front. And this really has a huge benefit to the new manager's change agenda that comes in. And also what it means is that, you know, the new manager may well have a different approach that's slightly different to the culture of the organisation at the moment. And what would normally mean like misunderstandings or unnecessary friction is that they actually give that person the benefit of the doubt because they agree with the change and they want that person to succeed. If you are that manager that is coming in, there are a number of steps that you can take to stack the odds in your favour. So one of the things we would always say is, you know, engage and contract with the hiring manager up front before you start, and just be really explicit in terms of what you'd like them to do in terms of preparing the ground for your arrival. Now you might need to be really clear with them. Because it's probably something that a lot of organisations don't do, and that probably is one of the reasons why so many change initiatives fail to achieve their objectives. So by being really clear, they know exactly what to do, and you're also really contracting, you're really transparent, everything's up front and you're agreed. If the manager that you're potentially working for is unable to do it or refuses to do it, this is probably a really important data point that maybe this isn't the right organisation or the right time to be leading on this change. Although it is potentially an uncomfortable conversation, what it means is it will save you significant time up front and all the morale and resource sapping failure that comes when these change initiatives don't work out. Hope you found this really useful. We do tips like this every single week on our YouTube channel, so please feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and also ting the bell, and then you'll get notified whenever new videos come out. Thanks a lot.